Welcome to the ST2K show, 2018 year in review. This is Ronmower, along with some background noise, Ravenous Spectre, and Jeff.
Greetings.
Also, 2017 a year in review.
I said 2018 year. Jeez, you effed up.
He's from the future.
From the future. We're in the year 2019. See, we get with the times here. We're ahead of the times here in the ST2K with our high production video quality and awesome crisp audio microphones we got.
Future Ronnie.
I don't mean to say this, but I think I might have the best microphone. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm future Ronmower. Thanks to a certain somebody, I got this Rock Band mic, but this is all good.
You're still using that? I thought I sent you a better one.
No, hold on a second. No, it says Rock Band. You sent me one before that didn't work, and you sent me another one, which is this one. So
that's right. Yeah, I didn't have any good other. Well, when I replace this blue one, which I might in the next few months, you can have this one. I'll just put it in a box, bubble mail it.
And for those of you who wonder, Ronnie, you sound better in your live streams and your solo videos. Well, what's up with that mic? Because for some reason, when I have someone in commentary with me, when I'm using that microphone, you guys will sound like an echo. Well, hey, Ravenous Spectre, hey. That's what you always sound like when I would sound normal, and so that's annoying. So I'm using the Rock Band mic when I have a commentator with me. And so I don't know how to fix that. It's weird.
I should have found Ronnie one of those Price is Right microphones.
I used to have that one, but I lost it or something years ago. Bob Barker microphone is what you used to call it.
Yep, good old Bob Barker microphone.
All right, so this is the 2017 year in review here in January 2018. And a pretty ECW year. Ravenous Spectre is joining us and all that good stuff. And so I'm looking at the archives like I usually do here in the ST2K directory. So starting in January of last year, actually it's almost, or where Spectre is at is midnight, but for me and Jeff, it's still not quite midnight. By the time this video is up, it will be January 3rd. So exactly 1 year ago, as of this video being uploaded, I was still doing the Twilight Princess LP, and actually it was a kind of like not just getting started, but it was like because we started I think December, so it was 1 month in. I still had plenty of parts to go. Tibbs was in commentaries with that one because he loves Twilight Princess, and so Twilight Princess LP was still going at the time. And then the next day is when me and Tibbs did the 2016 year in review, and Tibbs talked about how great it was to be in a part of the ST2K crew, and how he enjoyed being in the Twilight Princess LP, and that was his debut, was part 1 of the Twilight Princess LP. And so yeah, that was 2016 was a pretty cool year for Tibbs as far as YouTube was concerned. So he was very happy to be a part of ST2K. And then, of course, by the end of 2016, I was doing live streams. And the first official live stream on the ST2K channel in 2017, Jeff and Tibbs were part of this. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. 2-hour live stream. Do you remember that one, Jeff? No, he fell asleep. All right, so.
I love apples. What?
Now, you and Tibbs were part of the what's it called, a Simon's Quest live stream I did back in January.
The shitty Castlevania. You couldn't even do a good Castlevania.
Hey, that's a good one. It may not be as good as 3, but it's still
really?
Good.
You couldn't sit through Symphony of the Night. You know, that'd been awesome.
No, I can't even. I don't know how to use a PS1 emulator.
Oh my God, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Do you have a capture card?
Nope.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing it yet, but as soon as I buy a new microphone, I'm gonna send you a capture card. I've got a couple spare ones and a PS1.
Wait. Oh, okay. I was about to say I got OBS. I don't need a capture card for my computer. Then you said PS1. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Well, if I could hook the PS1, I got a.
Oh, you know that I'll have to mod that first because I'm not giving you a copy of Symphony of the Night. I sell that for like $65.
Yeah.
But I'll mod. I just modded my Sega Saturn actually recently. I should have done that years ago.
Yeah.
The Saturn is really simple to mod these days now. It's just reconnecting some ribbon cables through a small chip that regulates.
I'm going to leave out of the chat and come back in real quick because I don't know what's up with this, with you guys going in and out. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So,
Anyway, yes, I went off on a conversation there. We could always talk about it later.
All right.
Okay. And so we continue to do the Twilight Princess LP throughout the year. The next live stream that I did was in February, Mega Man X, and Tibbs was in that one. Yeah, I love doing Mega Man X, and that was cool to do on a live stream on ST2K.
Mega Man X is
yeah.
the best.
And then on March 15th,
Going back in time now.
March
He was from the
15th.
future, now he's in the past.
Yeah, March 15th, 2017. We, me, Tibbs, and his wife, now his wife, Nikki, did the Horrible Job Experiences 4. And it was really all about Tibbs and Nikki's experiences in the horrible jobs. And it was only an hour long, but Tibbs has some good stories, and because he's also in the restaurant business. I think he got a promotion now where he does inventory and stuff, not so much the dirty restaurant work anymore, I'm not sure. But yeah, Horrible Job Experiences 4, they did their account on their horrible job experiences.
Let me tell you what, don't get into your own business. I love working for myself, but oh my God, the idiots you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, you always, when you're working for another employer, you don't have to think about it. You're just like, oh yeah, I'll just do this for the boss. It's perfectly fine. He knows what he's doing. Well, when you're on your boss, I'm like, am I making the right choice here? Am I fucking up? I'm fucking up, aren't I?
Right, yeah, exactly. I don't really have, I had a second job here earlier this year, and I didn't stay with it long because it was BS. It's not enough to warrant. I could talk about it now since we're on the subject of horrible jobs, but I didn't want to do a whole show based off of that. It's a steakhouse, and I know a few people there, and I was just looking for a second job, and I connected with the assistant general manager, and he hired me on the spot because the people that worked there were saying good things about me there. And so he said, okay, well, I'll go on y'all's good word and bring him in, have him do paperwork, get him started. So I got started there, and it was another busing job, but man, it felt like I was doing a kitchen job because they had the busters do so much prep work. And busters should not be prepping food at all. I mean, that's unsanitary, first of all. Why are busters prepping food? Why don't you have the kitchen for that? And we were getting paid like $4 something an hour plus tip share. Tip share comes from helping the servers out, with their tables and stuff.
That's messed up for doing actual work.
Yeah, the $4 an hour, that should come from like other buster related duties, not doing random prep work. Now I did a lot of prep work. If you heard the Horrible Job Experiences 3 show, I did prep work in one of the old jobs I had, and it started out as real light prep work. No big deal. Okay, I can handle this, no problem. And then it started stacking more and more onto that, and that's where it got ridiculous. This job I had this year, not only did we have a consistent prep list, but which I only thought, okay, we only do these 4 items, cut sliced tomatoes, and okay, that's easy, and then boom, we're done with it. And early in the morning, we can do the rest of our duties. Well, no, at random, they'll have us do some random prep work, and they act like I should know how to do it. Like, no, I don't know how to do it. I wasn't trained to do all this. What? And some kitchen guy, I don't know who he's supposed to be, a kitchen leader or a kitchen manager or whatever, will randomly have me do this and that. And I just got so sick and tired of it. And after a month or so, I hate to quit a job so soon like that. But I told the assistant GM that hired me, I said, look, man, here's the deal. I have another job to fall back on that's much easier and much better. This job is having me do prep work and all that stuff, and now I'm putting in my 2 weeks and I'm done. And he understood why, and I left on good terms. I didn't have any problem with any of the managers up there, but corporate would come too often. They were making a lot of radical changes, and they would come in almost every day and nitpick and be very. They would micromanage the place to death, and they were making things harder, and the restaurant was not efficient. For example. It might be hard to explain if y'all have never bussed tables in a restaurant, but a bus tub, I'm sure you know what a bus tub looks like. You just put plates and glasses and silverware in the bus tub, to clear the table off, and you wipe the table off and reset it and move on to the next table. Well, over there, oh, God forbid you pour the drinks out into the bus tub and then stack the plates and cups on top of each other. You're not supposed to spill a drop of liquid in there. You have to stack everything accordingly. You have to play Tetris with the bus tub. Was absolutely ridiculous. It took a long time. It was so inefficient. And I'm like, this is slowing me down. We could get tables turned quicker if we can do it the real way than the way you're supposed to do it. And also, like, the way they want us to roll silverware, they were being so picky about it. Rolling silverware should be easy. They made it hard. You had to fold it a certain way. You had to make it a freaking art craft out of it, for crying out loud. Like, you're going to make like, instead of a paper duck, like a linen duck out of a linen. It was almost like a freaking art project just to roll one set of silverware. It was ridiculous. And the place is so inefficient. And I said, nope, I don't need this. I'm done. And I put in my 2 weeks and got out. It was ridiculous. And I think even managers were getting frustrated up there because one manager had quit while I was up there. I'm like, I'm a busser. I'm not a prep cook to do all this. And I only get paid how much? Nope, I'm out. So that was my horrible job experience for the year. And I hate to quit a job so soon. But, I mean, I didn't know it was going to be like that. That was absolutely ridiculous. So I left that job.
Dang. You know, I got a horrible job story. My asshole boss, Jeff, he's a real fucker. He works me to the bone. I work 12, 14-hour days for that asshole.
Is this about you?
Yes. Just being stupid.
One guy I can't stand is Ravenous Spectre, bossing people around, all that stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There he is. He's back. Always bossing low-key around like he's a little bitch.
Too bad it's not a female dog. Otherwise, he really would be a bitch. He'd probably be called Lokita or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about something that's not horrible. The next live stream I did on the channel, Streets of Rage. The first Streets of Rage. That's right. And let me see here. I think I forgot who might have been with me on that one. It might have been Spectre. Was with me in commentary on Streets of Rage 1 and 2.
I think I was.
Because I did do 2 later on. I was disappointed in those live streams because it was one of those times where my computer settings would reconfigure on its own magically and freaking mess up the audio settings. So the hiss, the shh would kind of drown out Spectre and commentary in the background music of the game. That kind of pissed me off, but yeah, it's still good to do Streets of Rage live stream. And then the next LP that was done was Tibbs' first and only LP he's ever done, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which was started on April 4th. April 4th. And yeah, Tibbs and Jeff were in a bunch of those parts.
In a bunch of those parts.
Yeah. The very same day, I uploaded a video on April 4th, me and Spectre. It might have been, I forget who else. I got to click in the description box. Me and Spectre did this for sure. The ST2K show, Tribute to the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Nick of the Wrestling MMA Revolution group was in that one as well. We talked about the Undertaker because that was his last match. So we shared our thoughts on the Undertaker's last match and all that good stuff. So yeah, because that was sad. If you remember that Spectre, like the way Undertaker went out, took off his coat, hat, and gloves, put in the ring, and then descended into the abyss to be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, it was time to. I mean, he was around for 30-something years. You know, like I mean, you know, it was just time to go. He definitely will be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know when, but definitely sometime. Hopefully, not too long.
Maybe this coming year, I'd imagine.
Yeah. All right, and the next live stream, was Streets of Rage 2 on April 25th. Oh yeah, May 5th, uploaded Let's Play Twilight Princess Part 29, The Cave of ECW, which is the Cave of Ordeals. And that was quite an ordeal.
An ordeal.
On May 9th, I did a live stream of Super Street Fighter 2. Actually, it was a 2-part. Yeah, I did 2 parts. May 9th and May 10th, I did a live stream of Super Street Fighter 2, which is funny because I recently did one on the Ronmower channel. May 14th, I did a live stream of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You guys Street Fighter fans?
And not really. I'm not really a huge fighting game fan, really.
May 16th, I did. We did the final part of Twilight Princess, which is an hour and a half long. Me, RavenousSpectre, Tibbs, And then in pre-recorded commentary, J-Man and We Got. And in the description box, I put something like, as I was finishing the editing process for this video and I was getting ready to upload, it really hit me that this is done and over with. And I really, really enjoyed doing that LP. That was a very fun LP to do. Twilight Princess was one of the most fun LPs I've done in my 10 years on YouTube. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did it with guys like Tibbs, Spectre, We Got J-Man, Star Soldier, whoever else may have joined us, BioPhoenix, Logan of Outlaw Harvest, and Jeff was in some of those as well. Yeah, it was great stuff. That was a very fun LP to do. I really enjoyed doing it, Twilight Princess. And then on May 20th, the LP of Mega Man 7 started. You guys remember that?
I think I do.
I don't know if Jeff was in any one of those. I know Spectre you were, Mega Man 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Man 7. Then the next, May 22nd, I did a live stream of the original Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior. That was a short live stream. I had my friend Brian, who was in one of the old ST2K shows from 2007, where he faced Swindoll in a match on the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I think it's Super Street Fighter, I'm not sure. Where Swindoll was like, man, here's the reason why Brian's beat me. Look at this little PS2 controller I got. Now look what Brian got. He got that freaking command center. And Brian had one of those arcade sticks. And Jody goes, he's got the freaking command center there. Jeez. So he did commentary with me in The World Warrior. He talked a little bit about the Ultra Street Fighter 2. He wasn't impressed with it because, it's just another Street Fighter 2 rehash. But then on the same day, me, Spectre, and Tibbs started the LP of, let's check out, Link, Feces of ECW. Crickets. Because I don't think Spectre wants to remember that.
The Faces of Evil or whatever it was?
Yeah, Link, Feces of ECW.
Oh, God, yeah, that was terrible.
That was Tibbs' idea just for the lulz. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun to do, as just for the lulz, and because, man, those Zelda CDI games. I mean, I've did you guys see AVGN review those?
Yeah, that was a long. Oh my God, I'm old.
Yeah, 2012, I think, 2013, or probably before that. I forgot.
I think before that.
Yeah, I think it was probably 2009 or 10. I don't remember. It was years ago.
Wow.
And we did it here on ST2K. Jeez.
Oh, I know. Hey, we still won. Plumbers don't wear ties, baby. We still beat them to the punch.
Yeah, and we also did Hong Kong '97. We didn't beat them to the punch on that, but yeah.
I'm gonna. Speaking of that, Ronnie, I'm just getting ready. I'll probably try to record the footage for Mad Dog McCree 2 tomorrow night or the next night.
All right, cool.
I was wanting to do that at some point, and then I kind of want to. I mean, I'm gonna finish all the other American Laser games, but after that, I kind of want to introduce you guys to some shitty live action PC games. I've got a lot of them, like Phantasmagoria 1 and 2, Under a Killing Moon. If I can get Ripper working on my computer, I think there's a Steam version of it now though. Ripper has Christopher Walken in it, and it's just the best.
Huh. Christopher Walken on Sunshine.
Well, he doesn't ever remember his lines, so someone always has to hold a cue card, so watch his eyes, like in anything he's in.
Oh, okay, is that why he talks like, I'm walking on sunshine? Whoa.
No, he just does that because he's always done that. Like, It's funny, though, you look at his early, like, if you see some of his earlier movies, like from the 80s or the 70s, he's pretty normal. Like, he's got a little bit of, he's got like a Shatner pause at that point. And then by the time the 90s were around, he's just fully insane.
The last time I seen him was in Click in 2006 with Adam Sandler. Yeah, I love that movie. That movie was good.
Adam Sandler.
It got too sentimental when he was all dying, or it was a dream, but he was all dying, and it all got too sentimental and sad toward the end. And okay, this is getting ridiculous here. There's supposed to be a comedy. I understand. I don't mind some sentimental moments here and there, but when it gets ridiculous, like, come on.
No, I will say I'm not a fan of that movie, but at least it wasn't a terrible movie. Like, if you look at Adam Sandler's later movies where it's just Adam Sandler and his friends need a little extra cash, so what do? Make a movie.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I can't blame him for that.
Yeah. Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2, and Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
And oh dear Lord, let's just do the laundry list. I used to think like, oh, Adam Sandler was pretty funny when he was younger. I watch his movies now though as an adult, and I'm like, wow, these are all terrible. Like, Billy Madison was kind of funny, and Happy Gilmore was kind of funny, but as a kid, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more. As an adult, I'm like, ugh, I kind of see where all of his jokes came from, and they're all the same jokes. Someone's going to get hit in the crotch. There's going to be a gay joke or two.
I thought I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry was good.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was good.
I'm not offended by that movie at all, but I just thought it was stupid.
I didn't. Billy Madison did not meet my expectations. I did like Happy Gilmore a little bit, but Waterboy's probably my favorite.
I get you. It just seems like he's got like this standard comedy, and there's like a checklist you can go by with Adam Sandler. Like, this is going to be in his movie for sure.
I told Swindoll. Sorry, I was gonna say. I told Swindoll. I said, man, Swindoll, imagine Bobby Boucher playing in college for real. Man, whoever college team he plays for, man, they would go straight to the championship. He goes, no, Ronnie, Adam Sandler would get whooped out there. I said, I didn't say Adam Sandler. I said Bobby Boucher. Put Bobby Boucher on the team, not Adam Sandler. I'm talking about the character Bobby Boucher. He thought I was talking about Adam Sandler. I said, no, not Adam. Oh, yeah, The Longest Yard. Never mind. I think that I put that above. I had a brain fart here. What was that? Oh, Waterboy. I put Longest Yard above Waterboy. Longest Yard, the remake with Adam Sandler was freaking epic.
Original's way better. I don't know.
I never seen that. I didn't even know there was an original. I first heard about the Adam Sandler one. Then I heard, yeah, the original. And what original? What original? Yeah, with Burt Reynolds. I'm like, when did that come out? 70s?
I'm surrounded by like all old people, so I grew up on the original movies of pretty much. So I see these remakes, like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. Like, I will say, like, another 70s movie, Walking Tall. I didn't dislike the remake. I didn't dislike it. I felt it was too cheesy, though. Like, the ending was like, oh, everything's better. Like, how the fuck do they reopen that paper mill? Like, there's no company going to come in and say, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean,
where's the business coming from? Like, it can't be all happy ending. Your town's falling to shit. You just lost the casino, which is the only decent thing bringing in money. It's over.
Well, I love the 70s version much better.
Oh, absolutely.
Much better.
Younger Joe Don Baker is great. Now, older Joe Don Baker is scary. Hey, did you ever hear about in the 90s where he was at a conference and he tried to beat the shit out of the Mystery Science Theater guys?
No.
Making fun of his movies, like Mitchell. And what was that other one about? He went to Malta. But anyway, they were both terrible, and he was fat and slow, and he was like supposed to be the hero. Oh, you strong, manly man, and your glistening, sweaty face.
Well, he played as Jack Wade in GoldenEye, right?
Yeah. Had a bit part in GoldenEye, guys.
Yeah, showing the rose. No. All right. Muffy, third wife.
No, yeah, Joe Don Baker could be funny when he wants to be, but they would, like, towards the end of his career, like, I know he's still alive, but towards the end of his career, they'd put him in all these movies that it's just like, he's, like, supposed to be the hero, and he's, like, fucking 70. It's like watching, not Clint Eastwood, because Clint Eastwood's still an awesome old guy, but I'm trying to think, there's several older actors who are like that. Like, I don't imagine seeing Robert De Niro as the hero of any movie. You're fucking 80.
Yeah.
You go live in a retirement home. Like Harrison Ford. Like, the next Indiana Jones movie will be Indiana Jones and the Adventures of the Retirement Home.
Yeah. And, I was thinking about, they're talking about making a Rambo 5. I'm like, don't.
Oh,
Don't. First of all, Sylvester Stallone, I mean, I know, like a 70-year-old Rambo, I'm sure can still kick ass, but he's still old, and number one. Number two, the way it ended, the way part 4 ended, that needs to be the final closure of Rambo's life to us. Let it go. Let the series. If you want to make a prequel, because I heard rumors of Operation Troutman back when Troutman was a soldier, or a spinoff. I'm fine with that, but don't make a sequel to Rambo. Let it be done. The same thing with Rocky.
I agree with you, but they won't, because Hollywood. Sorry, I don't mean to get off. We're getting off subject a little bit, but Hollywood is living in this age like we have to remake everything. Because that's what people like. They're like out of original ideas. They're just out. I mean, have you seen what Disney's done to Star Wars? They took a giant dildo, tied Star Wars down, and raped it in the ass.
Well, I'm not a Star Wars fan because that didn't affect me personally, but
I don't care. I like the original trilogy. That's about it for me. But like the over commercialization of everything.
As long as they don't mess with Shadows of the Empire for 64, I think I'll be fine.
Oh, trust me, you'll probably get a movie version of that won't be very good, or you'll get some crappy CG movie about it.
Actually, I might be all for a Shadows of the Empire remake on like PS4 or Steam or whatever they do it right.
No, you won't see a game. EA has all the rights right now to Star Wars games.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta pay. I gotta pay to see a trailer for it. I bet. But anyway,
they're just gonna pump out Battlefronts like every year. That's all they're gonna do.
Yeah. What's his name? Jodon Baker? I think that's a relative of Ravenous Spectre. Is that right?
The who?
Have you seen those movies? Have you seen the original Walking Tall, or even know who we're talking about?
No, I haven't. I know that it used to. It was an older movie, and then the newer one that had Dwayne Johnson in it. That's the only one that I've seen.
That one's pretty good, but not as good. I was disappointed because it was too short. And I don't mind the happy ending. That's fine because I thought something dramatic was going to happen. Like I thought his dad was going to get shot. Because my friend was sitting next to me saying, "I bet the father was going to get killed." Nope, that didn't happen. I thought it was a good movie for what it was. I mean, Buford T. Pusser going back to his home. Oh no, my bad. That's the first. What was his name in the remake? Vaughn? Something Vaughn?
Fuck, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but, something Vaughn. I mean,
the remake was fine, and even Johnny Knoxville, which usually you put him in a movie, it's not a good idea. He was perfect for that role.
Yeah. And I thought the remake was good, but not great. And speaking of Johnny Knoxville, I remember, what was it, The Ringer? That was a pretty funny movie.
That was, and that was, it's funny how, the co-star in that, Brian Cox, is this classically trained English actor, but does these just raunchy comedies, and it's like what? But you'll see like Brian Cox doing Shakespeare, or when he was in that movie Troy, which Brad Pitt, don't get me wrong, but like he was in that, he was fantastic as Agamemnon. It's like, this is beautiful. And then you see him in like Super Troopers, and he's equally just as entertaining. Are you guys ready for Super Troopers 2? I can't believe that they made it, but somehow they got $7 million.
Wait, I didn't know there was going to be a sequel.
Yeah, it'll be out anytime now. There's trailers you can YouTube. I believe you can YouTube the trailer.
Woohoo! Dun 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 dun. ECW. Woohoo! Wait a minute. I'm thinking of Starship Troopers. Oh, never mind.
Oh no! That would be good to get a good Starship Troopers sequel.
I seen the Starship Troopers. Never mind. Never mind. I know what you're talking about now.
Starship Troopers. Is based off a book. Well, it's on YouTube, and you should check it out. There's like 7 episodes. It's kind of, if you have a day to relax. There's an anime based off of Starship Troopers, the novel, like before the movie. This is like 1987. So it's all subbed, but you can at least get to read subtitles. But it's really good. Like, it's a really good little series, and it's like, wow, they made an anime based off a book like 11 years before the movie came out.
Yeah, wow. I remember weird. I forgot his real name, but the guy that plays Captain Byron Hadley in Shawshank Redemption was in Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like a sergeant or something.
Okay, you thinking of Michael Ironside? Is that who we're talking about?
Maybe.
I love me some Michael Ironside and everything.
I don't know his real name.
You ever seen him in Scanners when he blows that guy's head? He's using his mind. He blows up that guy's head.
I've seen part of Scanners. I remember the part where the guy's head blew up. I don't remember seeing who I'm thinking of. I'm talking about the captain of the guard of Shawshank Redemption, the main guard that beat that one prisoner to death in the beginning because he kept on crying, "I don't belong here," and he put him out of that jail cell and beat him to death.
I don't think Michael Ironside was in Shawshank Redemption, though.
Okay, well, it's the captain. I'm talking about Spectre, the captain of the guard in Shawshank Redemption.
I can't remember. I hadn't seen that movie all the way through.
He was the one that. Okay, you remember what was Andy Dufresne, that kid he was teaching how to read and all that stuff? You remember the part where he was teaching that kid how to read, and then the kid found out the real story of that was going to prove that Andy Dufresne was innocent? Tommy Young was his name. Tommy Young. He took Tommy Young under his wing. You remember that guy?
No.
Jeff?
I do not know.
Y'all gotta go back and watch it because that's one of the most integral parts of the movie right there. He's Tommy Young gets shot from a high tower from the captain of the guard, Byron Hadley, but anyway, that actor was in Starship Troopers. But anyway, yeah, y'all gotta go back and watch that movie again because that movie's hard to forget. I'm surprised y'all remember some of that stuff. That's an awesome movie. Then again, I've seen it 25 times. But you remember Morgan Freeman? He's the guy. And no, I was kidding. Next live stream that I did on June 5th, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition for Jeff's favorite system, the Sega Genesis. Hello.
Hello.
Still gone. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, dang it. What was the last thing I said?
For the Sega Genesis.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you heard everything I said for the past minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
Microphone on my laptop. I'm building a new desktop next month to kind of alleviate this issue. This laptop's really nice, but the USB ports are kind of finicky in it.
Yeah. Okay, so I did the live stream of Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition, but I know it's not Street Fighter's not your cup of tea. Some of you probably never even played it.
I played the Street Fighters. My grandma actually, it's funny, had a Sega Genesis at our house. I don't know, she doesn't have it anymore, but she had it for years there, and all we had to play was Mortal Kombat and Sonic 2. Never get any damn new games, Grandma.
May 25th was Let's Check Out Link, Feces of ECW, Part 2. Then June 3rd, Let's Play Mega Man 7 Part 2. Now, this video has some sort of significant, dang it, what do you call it, importance to it. Because this, are you done blowing your nose?
Hear ye.
No, I'm gonna keep blowing my nose for a while, Ronnie.
Okay. Mega Man 7 Part 2, the LP, was Wee Guy's final appearance.
That's right. Now he's too full of himself. You hear me, Wee Guy? If you're not too full of yourself, come in and say hi.
He's not hearing a damn thing we say. But
I know.
Mega Man 7 Part 2, here's what had happened was.
That fucker! Sorry.
Okay, so me, BioPhoenix, and Wee Guy were doing this in commentary. And I forgot to edit in the boss fight. So the stage stops at a part where I die. And the video ends. And I said, dang it, guys, I forgot to put in the boss fight. And I think BioPhoenix or someone had to get going or I had to do re-editing. I said, well, are you guys available tomorrow or whenever? And yeah, I'm available. Or on a Saturday or whatever it was. It was just a 2-minute clip we had to do. A 2-minute clip of the boss fight. That's all we had to do was a 2-minute clip to edit in the boss fight. So BioPhoenix was in. He was standing by waiting for us to get ready for commentary. Wee Guy was finishing up his live stream. We had talked about as soon as he'd be done with his live stream around this time, then he'll come into on Skype Skype, and we'll do the commentary, which is only 2 minutes. And I told him how short it was gonna be. He said, "Okay, great." I go into his live stream. He's wrapping it up. I type to him, "Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, Ronmower is in the chat. Blah blah blah." And then Wee Guy signs off. The stream goes offline. I hit him up on Facebook Messenger. All right, ready when you are. Me and BioPhoenix will be in Skype. Wee Guy, that's the last thing we ever talked about. That's the last thing I ever said to Wee Guy. Except maybe the next day, like, hey, what happened? Where you at? The last thing, he never responded. It said he read my message, but he never responded. Not an apology. Not, oh, my bad, I forgot. Nothing. I didn't hear anything from him ever again. That was what broke the straw on the camel's back. I said, I'm done with this guy. Gen 2 was done with him a long time ago. I fully understand Gen 2 now. I've always understood Gen 2 and why he didn't like him, but now I'm on the same boat with Gen 2. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with Wee Guy and his shady BS. He says he's going to be here for commentary. He either falls asleep or messes it. And I understand there's oversights, and we forget, or we fall asleep, or we mess up. But at least some people like you, Jeff, will actually apologize and say, oh, hey, man, my bad. I fell asleep last night. You'll at least get back to me and let me know what happened.
Oh, well, absolutely. I'm busy as shit some days, but I try to respond as soon as I can. Yeah.
Yeah, and Wee Guy would like be very bad at responding, and I could see what's going on. He didn't want to do commentary with us anymore, and that alone is fine. If you don't want to do commentary with the ST2K anymore and you just want to hang out with multi-tapped or do your own thing on Twitch, that's fine. Just say so. We could have had a good farewell Let's Play or commentary with you, like Venom22 did when he made official that he wanted to just do one more thing and be done. But I never heard back from him again. He never apologized, never said anything. And that's when I said, all right, that's enough. I'm done with him. I just unfriended him and unsubscribed from him, unfollowed him. Because I cut him off because I'm done with him. I got done with his BS. He just got a big head and wanted to do his own thing. I thought he was, all ECW now because he has thousands of subscribers for his 8-bit stereo channel, and he does things with multi-tapped and makes money or whatever he does on Twitch, which I supported him on Twitch. I think J-Man thought I was dumb for doing that, but I actually donated a little bit of money to Wee Guy on Twitch as a donation request to do certain games. And he did them, and I supported him. And I was a fan of his. I would plug his channel, 8-bit stereo. What does he do? Basically says F you and ST2K and just and leaves without even saying anything.
No, it's kind of, I'm sorry if he's listening. Nico, you were kind of being a pile of shit. And that's not cool. We all have our moments, though. But, an apology would be nice. At least it's the decent thing to do.
I mean, Gen2 had told me in private message, I'm not really interested in doing commentary. He told me this a while back before doing commentary again. Gen2 said, I'm kind of bored with doing commentaries. I said, well, that's fine. And, I left it at that because he at least told me instead of being shady and not being straight up about it. And Wee Guy would just do that too often to where I got tired of it, and that was the last straw. So the second part of Mega Man 7, the boss battle part, it was just me and BioPhoenix. And in the end, you hear me say something like, well, for the AWOL Wee Guy, this is me and BioPhoenix. God bless and take care.
Ronnie, we got to have at the end of, in memorial, but no people who haven't died, just people who've become assholes.
Yeah. I mean, if Wee Guy didn't want to do this anymore, fine. I wish he would have just said it straight up or at least done one more project with us and say his goodbyes, and we'll send him off.
Absolutely. And, yeah, a bit in style. I agree.
I mean, but no.
Wrong. There are times, you won't hear from me for a few weeks or I'll be too busy doing stuff, but I always like to come back. I enjoy this. It's nice to...
Yeah, and you don't BS with me. And
no, exactly.
Neither does Tibbs. Tibbs
Mr.
told me he's got a promotion, he got married, he don't really have time for this anymore. That is understandable. Mm-hmm. He told me why, and that's fine. Or even if he said, I'm just bored, right? I'm just not interested in doing commentaries with you guys. Not against you guys. I'm just losing the interest in doing that. That is fine. Wee Guy, nothing. Come on. Absolutely. And I'm very disappointed because he was one of the best commentators we ever had.
It really was. He did a great job.
I mean, the mixture of him, J-Man, Star Soldier, and Gen2 was some of the best, most fun times I've had on YouTube and on ST2K and the Ronmower channels. Uninvited, Shadowgate. My God, Shadowgate was fun. At 64 also, the commentary was fun. The original Shadowgate or NES LP was fun because of those guys. Bear 13 also. I mean, Bear, he just drifted off. I don't know what happened with him.
I have him on Skype still. I know he gets on occasionally. As far as he re-added me a few years ago, and that's the last time. He was such a nice guy. He sent me a giant box full of games that I didn't know him yet. Great guy. He was
a weird dude, but funny, and he was cool to do commentary with, and but no, there's no heat there between us. He just drifted off, and that happens sometimes. That's fine. I'd rather have that happen than what Wee Guy did.
I had a friend who, and just a quick story, this was 2011 or 12. His name was Richard Wesker. We knew each other because I used to do a little work for a couple people who did a few things with that guy with the glasses, and I met him through there because he did a lot of title cards, and we became really good friends. He lived the next state over, I think, in either Indiana or Ohio, but he just disappeared one day completely. Facebook gone, Skype gone. Tried to talk to people he worked with or a friend. Never found out what happened to him. It scared the shit out of me because it just disappeared off the radar completely.
Yeah. You know who else disappeared from the radar completely? Minecraft Martin.
Who the fuck is Minecraft Martin?
Go back to ST2K at the end of 2011, early 2012, Mario 3 LP, Mario Advance LP. He was funny. He had a channel called Minecraft, or Martin. Right now it's called Martin's Maker, but it's dormant. He hasn't done anything, I think, since 2012, and I have no idea where he is. I post on his channel. No one knows what happened to him. He was a funny guy. He was a cool dude. And he was kind of like Tibbs. Messaged me out of the blue one day. I said, man, I've been watching you for years and just now commenting. I'm like, whoa, cool, thanks. And I don't know where he's at. And J-Man told me, well, sometimes that happens. I can guarantee you he's having a good life because I said, wait, how can you guarantee he's having a good life? He might be dead, God forbid, but just saying, we don't know what happened to him. I would like to think he's having a good life and just moved away from YouTube, and that's fine. But, it's just, I just wish I could have known what he's up to. But yeah, that's someone that just disappeared, and he was cool to do commentaries with.
Hey, Ronnie, did you ever had to restart your channel, or have you had the same YouTube channel?
I've had the same YouTube channel since 2007.
Okay, I was just curious. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make fun of you, but I thought ST2K had like 1,200 subscribers. That's why I was like, what?
No, that'd be nice, but no, I don't really care about the subscriber count anymore. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but yeah, when we all first started, I think we were all like, "Oh man, I hope we make it big." Now I'm like, nah, I don't care if I make it big or.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think I made $36. That was my big moment.
Yeah, I made the $1 that you would give me on Patreon.
Yeah, I will gladly give you $1. I told you I'd give you $1 every month. Actually, I think I just paid you yesterday,
Wait a minute, payment. You want to get your money back because I deactivated my Patreon a while back.
Oh, I better stop paying you then. You're the only person I pay on. I used to patron another channel, but I just got sick of how the channel is called China Uncensored. It was a pretty good way to find out what's going on in China. But then they'd have a show occasionally where they bash America all the time. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. Everyone bashes America. I don't need to be paying a guy to bash America.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought it would let you know, like, oh, this person closed his page. I don't know if I closed it, but I can't remember if I deactivated or stopped logging in because it was getting complicated. I was trying to adjust some settings or it said something about the dollar wouldn't go through, and I said, well, forget it. It's just $1 anyway. I don't care.
I gave you $1. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I know you did at least one time, but sometime after that, like 2 or 3 months in, I canceled it or thought I did.
I better cancel it myself because I got a receipt right here for $1 on January 1st.
Wait, this January 1st?
Yeah, this January 1st. I got
you might want to. Yeah, I wonder if you can go back and get your money back, if I could, I'll log in and refund you if I can, because I'm not even getting a dime.
If you can, it's okay. If you can't, it's just $1. But I told you, Ronnie, I would donate $1 every month. I'd be the first one to donate.
Yeah, and you did. And you did do that, but I deactivated Patreon because I think I told you I was having difficulties with it. Mm-hmm. Like, I had to verify something before I can get the money. And I was like, I did verify everything. What else do you want? And it got too complicated, and I said, forget it.
You got like a whole $6 or $7 sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll get me out of my debt, my checking account. All right, so let's see here. Moving on, we finish up Feces of ECW. In June, I did a live stream of Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis. Yep. That's the one you played a lot, Jeff?
Yes, I played 1 billion hours of Mortal Kombat. 1 billion.
Yeah. June 22nd, I live streamed Mortal Kombat 2 for Super Nintendo. As a 2-part live stream, I did part 2 the next day.
Dang.
Yeah, I loved the SNES version of Mortal Kombat 2. Love that one.
I wish I knew where you get the time to do this stuff. You work and you got...
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm lucky to produce like 4 Let's Plays a year if I'm lucky.
Yeah. I guess it depends on... I mean, I don't work as much as people think, but, I mean, starting next month, though, that may change because I'm going to be doing 2 jobs again. And, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, it's just depends on what project it is, how bad I want to do it, and usually, with this job I have now, I don't ever work in the mornings, except Saturday and Sunday morning. So I can usually stay up a little later and work on projects here and there. When I get that second job is going to be, the operating hours are going to be from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So don't be surprised around February if my video production rate declines. Okay, Kevin sent me a private message on Discord here saying, I think I figured out an easier way to be able to have who you want in commentary, live or recorded, whenever you want. And if this works, we should be able to get rid of the separate commentary voice channel and the commentary permissions. Just use the direct message and invite everyone you want in and start a private voice call. And he's still typing something else, but I'll read that later. Okay, all right, that's something.
It's just in.
The Mega Man 5 boss battle music. Star Soldier. See, the game sucks. Shut up, Star Soldier. All right.
Where is Star Soldier at? I haven't heard him in a
That's
long
someone else I missed in commentary. He don't BS with me either, though. He tells me straight up he's working a lot, and he does work a lot at his own video game market booth. He works a lot, crazy hours. So I still try to get him in every once in a while, but it's very, very hard. I think the last thing he did with this was one of the parts of Twilight Princess. You were in that one. Tibbs was too. And I said something about, the first voice that was heard on the channel as far as LPs go was Jeff's mother.
Yo, oh, yeah. Man, that was a long time.
And we laughed about it. I said, well, we were playing Put Your Clothes in the Jar for the NES, and you just laughed. Yeah, it's funny, Spectre. If you haven't seen that yet, go to ST2K Let's Play Ninja Gaiden. Not Replay Ninja Gaiden, but the first one from 2009. And right when I say 3, 2, 1, play, of course you don't hear that part, but the first thing you hear is Jeff's mother in the background, and put your clothes in the dryer. And I said, all right, guys, welcome to Put Your Clothes in the Jar for the NES. And we just went with it.
Those were the good old days. Now Mom just calls me 2 or 3 times a day. What are you doing today, Jeff? Working.
Well, put your clothes in the dryer.
No, Aaron does my laundry for me, which I'm very grateful.
Yeah. All right. June 25th. Guess what I stream next? Mortal Kombat 3, the SNES version. That was pretty fun to do. The one button fatalities. You guys remember that? One button fatalities and animalities and friendships on the SNES version.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Matter of fact, they ended up bringing that back in Mortal Kombat X. But the thing is, though, is I think you had to actually earn them doing a certain number of fights or something, or you could go and just pay money to be able to spend a couple dollars to get some easy fatalities. Screw that right in the ass.
Yeah.
It's just like I always say, fuck your DLC right in the ass. I mean, that's a long story dealing with that.
That's EA's finisher move, microtransaction.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I speaking back with that, I do remember it very vaguely, but I think I actually kind of accessed it a little bit more easier when I was utilizing Game Genie at the time.
Yeah.
Hoping that it wouldn't crash the game.
Yeah, I remember it was October 95. WCW Nitro was new. And me and Swindoll had, I think, Mortal Kombat 3 Electronic Gaming Monthly magazine, and we were looking at all the cheat codes and all that stuff. And I thought I was the coolest kid in the apartment complex because I was the only one that had Mortal Kombat 3. So everybody was flocking over to my apartment wanting to play it. And I was bringing it over, and we do all these one-button fatalities. And in school, like you did with the other Mortal Kombats, you would exchange finishing moves. You write them down on a piece of paper. Hey, man, how do you do Scorpion's finishing move? Oh, do it like this. And you write on a piece of paper the fatality code and all that stuff. Man, that was good times. All right. Let's see here. What did I do next on ST2K? And I think I lost my place here. No, I didn't. Here we are. Okay. All right. The next live stream I did, which sucked because I suck at this game and I couldn't do one. I don't think I did one fatality, even though I looked it up on GameFAQs or whatever. My goodness, I sucked at this. I think I did this at J-Man's request. Killer Instinct for the SNES. It's a good game, but I suck at Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct Gold. So that live stream sucked because I couldn't do jack, and I couldn't even beat the game. I couldn't even beat Idol, I don't think. I don't think I even beat Idol on normal. I think I did beat on easy, but you can't see the ending on easy. You got to see it on normal, and I could not do that. Idol whooped me. So, here's one. Here's the longest live stream I have ever done. This is a good turnout statistically. 175 views, 16 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. I don't care really if I get a thumbs down. That's not going to hurt me, but it's just cool to see that. Like 16 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. July 14th. I did my live stream of Super Metroid, the 100% run, which was over 5 hours long.
5 hours?
5 hours long because I wanted to beat the game 100% because I've done it before. I wanted to do it live. And the last J-Man and some other people were in the chat room. And, man, the last hour or so was hard because I was missing like 2 or 3 items, and I could not freaking remember where they were. So the people in the chat room helped me out. So thanks to them, I did it. Because there's a few items I was missing to get that 100% in the end. That was cool. It was cool. And then the stream uploaded at 3:41 a.m. So yeah, I stayed up for a long time doing that. 5 hours, 11 minutes. Of course, that includes like the ending and stuff. But like it still took me about 5 hours to beat the entire game to get 100%. That was fun. All right. The next live stream I did, Fatal Fury on July 20th, which actually marks the 8th anniversary of the channel. The 8th anniversary of the ST2K channel was on July 20th. But in 2016, me and J-Man decided to stop doing the annual ST2K show so-and-so anniversary because it was kind of getting stale. And we decided to wait till maybe if there's going to be a 10th anniversary of this channel, if we're still active by the 10th year, which we probably will be, to do a 10th anniversary special rather than do an anniversary special every year. Because I guess it kind of got stale and we didn't, I mean, of course, we could talk about what we did, but we figured it's better to do a year in review to talk about the year in general, not just our channels. And then maybe if we reach the 10th anniversary, we'll do it like some sort of special for the 10th anniversary. But July 20th last year, I did a live stream of Fatal Fury for Sega Genesis. Are you guys familiar with the King of Fighters franchise?
Absolutely.
So Fatal Fury was, to my knowledge, the first one, which was on Genesis and SNES. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Probably came out in arcades before that, but I didn't play. I played Fatal Fury for Genesis. I saw it, and I think in Sega Vintage magazine when I was a kid, and it made me want to play it. And I had fun with it, but I had more fun watching the CPU fight in the hardest difficulty because to see who was going to win and all that stuff. And I pretty much did that in the live stream because I was terrible at the game. You only play as 3 characters, but watching all the characters fight in the highest difficulty in CPU mode was freaking fun. So I liked Fatal Fury for Genesis for what it was. So yeah, that was kind of a fun stream to do. And then on July 25th, I live streamed Fatal Fury 2. I think Spectre and Gen 2 was in that one. Do you remember that, Spectre?
Which one was it?
Fatal Fury 2.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool. When I played that game when I was a kid and I rented it, I didn't like it for some reason. It just did not appeal to me. But then years later, me, Venom, and Angel decided to do a low-budget review of the game. And I started playing it again and recording footage for the CPU to fight each other and all that stuff. And I said, this game is cool. What was I smoking back then? This game is actually pretty cool. Maybe I had too high of expectations for it to oversee the first one. I don't know. Because at first I was disappointed in Mega Man 3. And then, because I guess I had too high of expectations for it to beat Mega Man 2. But then I played Mega Man 3 some more, and it became one of my favorite games ever. So maybe I was expecting too much of Fatal Fury 2 back then. But man, I mean, I'll go back and play it again. The soundtrack and the gameplay and all that stuff. Fatal Fury 2 for Sega Genesis was pretty ECW. Okay, so July 28th, I finish up Mega Man 7. And July 31st, we start the LP of Mega Man 8. Actually, you know, I read that wrong. August 4th is when it got published because I actually uploaded ahead of time and did a scheduled upload. I think I did that for other videos too that I just overlooked. But, yeah, Mega Man 8 Part 1 published on August 4th, 2017. I know Spectre, I think, yeah, Jeff was in a few of those. There was a Part 3 was... The special Part 3 is uploaded on August 8th. That was where Mega Man fought Frostman. And I remember Jeff, I've listened to that recently. Jeff and Spectre, you guys are in that for commentary. Commentary, and that was pretty fun. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's the one where you get stage, go, jump, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, jump.
Yeah, I remember that.
The guy's freaking annoying. Jeez. And then on August 11th, Hulk Hogan's birthday, brother. Let's play Mega Man 8, Part 5, Clown Man stage. Jeff and Spectre were in that one, and Small Tummy Wonderful. And we were talking, that's when the remake of It came out, so we were talking about It.
Oh, speaking of that real quick, you were talking about Hulk Hogan. They're trying to bring Gawker back.
Oh, jeez.
With a Kickstarter, yeah.
Man, they need to just stay dead because they were garbage in the first place.
I gotta check this out real quick while I'm here and see if it's still up.
Oh,
okay, well, the good news is They need to get $500,000, and they've only gotten 85,000, and they have 5 days left. I have my faith in humanity is restored. I was worried like they were going to get their money because Netflix did like a pro Gawker documentary about, yeah, it's okay to steal people's personal information.
Yeah. But Mega Man 8 Clownman stage, that was fun. And I think Jeffrey said some it jokes like, yo, welcome to Clownman stage, Ronnie. We all float down here.
we all float down here, Ronnie.
Yeah, that was a fun part. Yeah, that was probably my favorite part of Mega Man 8 right there that we did, maybe.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, I just stumbled upon something here. August 12th, this video is still unlisted. It's called Jeff's Podcast. Did you ever upload that on your channel?
Oh my God, did I? I probably didn't.
I can
probably need to. Yeah, if you could send me that file at some point, or
I can send you the video as unlisted.
That'll be great. I'll copy it over and upload it. That'd be nice. I actually got a video. I shot a shitload of video a month ago. I need to edit it and get it up of our old Fluorspar mine. Like we have our museum there. Yeah. Well, I shot. We had a company come around and they cleared out everything around it. So you actually go in all the old buildings, and there are a lot of these concrete structures. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Uh-huh. And it's just amazing how good condition everything is in. Like everything's old, everything's 70 years old and shit, but how the buildings have held up throughout time. Like they're still good buildings. You could put something in that building and it'd be fine. Yeah. But just one of those people in my area be interested in that kind of stuff, but it's just one of those things I was curious to do. Yeah. Oh man. Well, on the errand front, they're down one more nurse at her hospital. She's gonna be like the only nurse there in the future. Wow. Everybody's retiring. So that podcast I sent you, I forgot what we talked about. I gotta go back and listen to it again. Me too, because I have no clue. Yeah. So let's see. And then we continue to do Mega Man 8 and Majora's Mask. And there's one part of Majora's Mask. It's called Let's Talk About Wrestling with Majora's Mask in the background. I think there's me, Spectre, and Tibbs.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Yes. And on August 28th, I live streamed Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, the SNES version. That's the best version. Is it? I don't care what anybody says. The Genesis version was garbage, and so was the NES version. Mm-hmm. You guys play that one?
I have not.
Some of it I have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ninja Turtles tournament fighting game. All right, and then September 18th, this is a somber one. Me and Spectre did. Rest in peace, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Remember that one, Spectre?
Yeah, dude. Sad day.
Yeah, that sucked. I mean, he was 70 years old, but he battled cancer long enough, and I guess it's his time to go. But yeah, that sucked how he had to deal with that thing for so long. And the thumbnail of the video is him quoting when he said, quote, you win some, you lose some. Unless you're Virgil, then you lose them all. And that's freaking hilarious. That's Bobby Heenan for you. All right, and on Halloween, I started my ST2K Halloween special, which is still going on, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, which is Jeff's favorite Castlevania game.
Oh, totally. It just makes me smile.
And November 6th, we start the LP of Mega Man 9. Yeah, that's ECW. And then November 11th, one of my favorite live streams we've done, almost 3 hours long. Another Super Metroid live stream, but it's just me hanging out and talking about whatever. That's pretty cool. 11 thumbs up, 10 comments. Wow. 10 comments. I don't get that many comments in my videos anymore.
Having ourselves a party.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I think Spectre might have been in that one for a little while before he left. Yeah. That was a pretty cool hangout. Then me and Spectre continue to do the Legacy of Darkness series, which we're having fun doing in the commentaries, or at least I'm having fun doing them. And we're still doing Mega Man 9. We just finished Majora's Mask. We're still doing Mega Man 9 Legacy of Darkness here. And so November 26th, just a little over a month ago, a 3-hour live stream called ST2K Live Q&A. 14 thumbs up, 15 comments, 115 views. That was one of the most fun live streams I've done as far as interactivity. People in the chat room. Mexico was in there, and Chuck Monkey Vivo, and a light heavyweight champion was in there. Some other people. Spectre was in commentary with that one. I think Gentoo was in that one for a little while, as well as maybe Alpha 621, and I think Danny did some, was in commentary as well. That was pretty fun. You remember that one, Spectre?
No, I don't.
Okay, because you were in that one. It was November 26th. It's kind of a long live stream where I was just playing random games on ST2K, and then people would come in the chat room, and we talk. Is this a Q&A session? So that was pretty fun. I think. No, I don't think Burnham was in that one. Burnham was in my Ronmower Q&A live stream. But that was a fun live stream to do. That was pretty cool.
Oh man, sorry, Ronnie. I got to say this. I was reading the comments on the whole Gawker thing here on the Kickstarter, and I love this comment. He's like, "What are you gonna do when Hulkamania once again lays waste to Gawker?"
Yeah, right. Yeah, Gawker versus Hogan, the remake. The rematch. All right. December 3rd, I started doing the series of Star Tropics live streams. I'm going to keep doing that until I beat the game. December 10th, Spectre, we did the Let's Play Castlevania Legacy of Ranting, because that's where you went on your rant about something toward the end. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I forgot what it was too.
All right, and so right now, and on December 20th, I did the interview with Ravenous Spectre.
Yeah.
And so that's all we're doing right now is Mega Man 9, Star Tropics, and Legacy of Darkness. And so that sums up 2017 for ST2K. The only down points I would say is we got J-Man not around anymore. And with J-Man, we just got into it's a much longer story than more I care to go into. Just basically, me and J-Man had a kind of a slight falling out and argument, and to where I just got tired of it, and we just haven't talked in months.
It's like an episode of Jerry Springer.
Yeah, no, it's not even that bad. But yeah, basically we argued about Skype, and he just got mad because I wouldn't get on Skype with him at the moment, and I said I can't revolve around your schedule, and he got mad at that, and we just haven't talked ever since. That was July. This is back in July.
Darn shame.
We haven't talked. I still got the audio clip of when we argued. No, that was a different argument, though, before that. But we just got the arguments off and on over the past year or so, and we just didn't click anymore. We just seemed like we argue about this or that, politics and Trump, and I just got tired of it. And then what broke the straw? What broke the straw was he wanted. I was talking about trying to get him on Discord. And I said, man, I'm thinking about getting rid of Skype, and I don't want to lose you as a commentator. I'm hoping you can jump aboard with Discord. And he goes, that sounds suggestive, like I'm forcing him to be in commentary or putting a gun to his head. I said, no, I'm not. I'm just saying I want you in commentary with this, man. And I'm just saying I might not use Skype anymore. A lot of us are giving up on Skype and just using Discord to record.
I have to agree. First, I didn't like Discord, but it's the tits. It really is.
Yeah.
It's the tits.
It's the tits.
And he goes, well, let's talk about it on Skype. I said, all right, I'll get back to you later on this week and when I can talk. Because there are times where I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like chatting verbally. And I didn't feel like verbally chatting at that moment. I did not. And I said, all right, maybe later on this week, I'll get back to you when we can talk on Skype. He goes, now this is some we got stuff here. Are you a senator? Do I need to make an appointment? I'm like, what? No, dude, I just can't talk right now. I don't want to talk right now. And, and we got to argue about it. And I told him, well, my schedule don't revolve around your schedule, J-Man. I'm sorry. And he goes, if you think that, you got issues. And I read that, and I just thought to myself, I'm done with you. But turns out he deleted me from Skype before I even had the chance to delete him. And that was the last thing we talked about.
I kind of hope he doesn't hear this, but I worry that he'll be arrested one day for that, like, sovereign citizen shit. Just the way he always talks sometimes. You're like, you can't arrest me. I'm a free traveler. No, don't tase me.
Yeah.
Free inhabited.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
I don't need no license. I'm a roamer of the land. The Articles of Confederation say I'm okay. Ah!
People are actually defending that guy. I'm like, well, stop resisting, bro. Stop resisting, bro. You're the one causing the scene, asking a stupid conspiracy question. Sit down.
I've only been pulled over, twice. Once because I was swerving a little bit, and St. Louis, I was tired, so I pulled over and rest. Nice cop that time. And the second time was I went a little too fast and gave me a warning. Nice cop as well. But you know, I know a lot of cops as well. I'm related to a few police officers, but like it's really easy to do. They don't want to get shot. That's their goal for the day, is to do their job and not die.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just talk to them nicely, and it's like, yeah, how's it going? Here's my information. Like, the guy got pulled over because I was speeding a little bit. I was like, ooh, you know, I didn't realize it because you're just driving and you don't even think about it. And he was just happy because I had my license and registration and insurance all ready to go because I knew the procedure. There you go. And it was like 2 minutes, and I was on the road again. You know, it's not. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up, but it's one of those things. Like, really, you can't just, you know, the cop is not some evil dictator. They're not trying to 1984 you and force you into wrong think or something. It's simple laws, and unless you live in one of those states where they like inhabit your life. But thank God, at least for now, Illinois isn't like that. Texas is great too. I respect you guys. You guys have a very easy understanding of law. Don't break the law. That's all. When
I got pulled over in 2014, I got pulled over for my registration being expired.
Oh yeah, that happens.
And my inspection and registration expired, and I had no insurance. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up. I wasn't afraid of getting, you know, arrested or beat up by a cop because I'm just gonna, you know, he got me. I'm not gonna BS with him. I'm just gonna be like,
get like 3 tickets or something. Yeah, it would be.
That's my very first ever violation or anything close to doing anything criminal in my life. It was getting pulled over because of that, and you know, my ticket ended up being $500 something, but I made payment arrangements and paid them off every month on time.
Yeah, the court is willing to work with people. They're not like, oh, we don't want to throw you in jail now. Rather just get a little money off you.
And so, I was gonna say, so he was very nice, and respectful, because I didn't BS with him, trying to lie to him, and he asked, because you know I didn't have insurance or anything. He was kind of a little bit suspicious. And they're trained to, they can tell if you're being nervous or lying. I was nervous, but you probably still tell I'm not trying to BS with him either. He had me step out of the car. I stepped out of the car, and he said, "Do you reject to a consent? Do you reject to a search?" I said, "No, I don't. You have my consent to search." Because I had nothing to hide, nothing to hide. But he didn't even do that. He goes, "No, that's okay. You can go ahead and get back in your car. It's starting to rain." So he's very nice. I guess he wanted to see if I was going to object to a search, which I did not, because I had no reason to object. I had nothing to hide. He goes, "What's in the for?" Well, he did ask me what would be in the trunk if I were to search it. And I said, "Junk, spare tire, magazines." Probably clothes from a long time ago. He goes, "Oh, okay." And I go, "All right, you can go ahead and get back in your car." He never even asked me to pop the trunk or anything. And just gave me my ticket, and I moved on. And so, yeah, so you just don't BS with him. Even if you do have something illegal. Oh, J-Man told me, "Ronnie, you should not have even consented to a search." I said, "Why not? I have nothing to hide." "Yeah, but you bought a used car. What if someone has hidden drugs in some compartments of your car and you still don't know about it?" Oh, I never thought about that.
I wouldn't worry about that crap.
I never thought about that. So if that would have happened, that would have sucked. I would tell my uncle,
yeah.
"Well, Uncle, you bought me this car. There's drugs in it. Now I'm in jail. Come down here and bail me out."
The odds are like 1,000,000,000 to 1. But yeah, I mean, you know what's sad though is you guys have to have inspections. Like where I live, we don't do inspections. Thank God. That would be just. And like Illinois, you know, we're taxed a lot. Do not get me wrong, but we're not like California or Minnesota. Freaking Minnesota, you pay ridiculous amount of taxes on your vehicle. Like for registration in Illinois, it's $106 every year. And that's it. There's no, you know. And in Minnesota, it depends on the value of your vehicle. Sometimes it's $500, sometimes it's $1,200. So when Aaron brought her vehicle down here and was getting her new plates, it's like, I think when you get your plates at first, it's like $140. But then when you do your sticker, it's like 106, 101. And she's like, "That's all I pay?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's all you pay." She was just shocked.
Yeah. We don't even have to renew our license plates down here, just inspection and registration.
Oh, well, no. Well, we have to renew our license plate every, I think, 6 to 10 years, something like that. Other than that, it's just a sticker you get in the mail.
Yeah. I just got a comment on the ST2K Q&A live stream. Someone named Taven Aon. He said, "Nice, live like SmackDown Live. Woo!" I said, "Yep." Yep. So I'll go back and watch that sometimes. It's too long, but if I'm just multitasking, just chilling and doing stuff, I'll just go back and watch it a little bit. I did Mario 3 in that live stream, as well as Contra, Lil Nemo the Dream Master. Yeah, Spectre, you were in that one for sure for commentary. I remember I forgot what you were talking about exactly, but I remember I was doing Little Nemo the Dream Master, and after the end of your rant or whatever you were doing, you said, "Hey, I remember this game. What the heck? Haven't played this in a long time." And yeah, Mario 3, I think was the last one I beat the game from beginning to end. I didn't finish. I finished Contra, but I did not finish Little Nemo the Dream Master because that game is hard. Even though I was cheating, you still got to find keys and stuff. It's a great game, but nope, I want to move on to a game I'm more familiar with. All right, so that's the end of 2017. Like I said, we lost a few people, like We Guy and J-Man. We got pretty much forget him. J-Man, I'm hoping we'll do commentaries again with him one day. Mexico's really wanting him to come back. So, I mean, who knows? And hopefully Star Soldier will make some appearances again here and there. But, of course, we got you guys, Spectre, Jeff. Gen 2 does commentaries with us every once in a while. Small Tommy Wonderful. And, yeah, so not sure yet, but Mexico, we've been talking about trying to get him in some commentary. So
wait, you've been talking to Ernest again? I talked to him a couple days ago. I'd love it. Is he on Discord?
Wait, is that his name?
Yeah, his real name is Ernest. Yeah.
I know. No, Ernest Goes to Camp. That's a good movie, but we're not talking about Ernest P. Whirlpool here, whatever his last name is. We're talking about Mexico. No, I was kidding. No, I didn't know his name.
It is weird, a Mexican kid named Ernest. I know it's so.
Ernest Goes to ST2K. That's the sequel.
Does he have a Discord though?
Yeah, he's on Discord. He's Saint Michael in the ST2K server.
Oh, really?
That's him.
He still sends me messages on Skype from time to time, and we were talking, I think, a couple days ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I would have suggested that because I like to stay in contact with him. He was one of the, I don't know, he was a great guy. Even all the crap we had going on, he was always doing good.
And he's been watching us for years.
That's right, he has. You said Saint Michael?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep, Saint Michael, and yeah, so we're hoping to have him in some commentary soon. So we'll see what happens. We may have some more new blood, like 2016 Tibbs, 2017 Spectre, 2018 Mexico. We'll see. Have some new blood on ST2K. Yeah, new blood. All right, so that sums up 2017. I'll ask you, final thoughts on the year personally. Like I said in my live stream, it wasn't a great year, but it wasn't a bad year. My mom had that health scare at the beginning of the year, but she's fine now. And so nothing really stand up out the top of my head as far as 2017 goes. This has an okay year. What about y'all's year, Jeff?
This year was a good year. I'm gonna be honest. It was some ups and downs. We got our new house. Business is better than ever right now, and just it's good. It's good to be hanging out again. Good to be talking to people. Just and I'm gonna try not to get too emotional. We've all had our shitty times, and God bless you guys. I've got my regular friends, but this is just nice to have because it's the best way. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best way to describe this. Your old friends, you won't see them all the time, and you don't know what happened to them, or you'll see them a couple times a year. You guys I can talk to every week, usually at least once a week.
Yeah.
Just it's good for me. It's good for me. Sorry, I don't want to get too personal, but a few years back I had some mental therapy issues and had some stuff I had to get over, and it's good to be able to just talk to people. It helps. Definitely helps.
It definitely does. Because sometimes I feel quote unquote lonely, but then I remember who's in my life, and it's important to have people to talk to in your life. Whether it be on YouTube or
we all got each other. Ronnie, I do believe at least, like me, financially, I'm looking a lot better. I think we should plan a meetup if we can get a few of us together sometime down the road.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would have no problem. Before I'd be like, I can't afford that. Now I'm like, I could take a trip to Texas. I mean, I'd either drive or take a train. I couldn't afford like flying or anything.
Yeah, I think the only YouTuber I believe I ever met was J-Man.
Yeah, that's right. Me too.
Me? Oh yeah, that's right. And I was planning on meeting Wee Guy and Green years ago, but that never happened. Nothing bad just didn't come to fruition. Fruit Loops, whatever you say.
Fruition. I think.
Yeah, intuition. Yeah.
Fruity tooty friction fruity.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's always cool. Like this is part of the reason why I do this stuff on YouTube, not just the video games, but the actual friendship, the commentaries, the camaraderie, and stuff like like the golden years of ST2K with J-Man, Wee Guy, Bear, Gentoo. I mean, even going further back to Charlie. I mean, yeah, man, like that's the good stuff, the good days, and the commentaries, and then stuff we say outside of commentary when we're done, just hanging out on Skype and now Discord. Yeah, that could be very good. And J-Man used to be someone that I can really like get on Skype with and vent about. We vent to each other about what happened on this day, and he vented about which is on the Horrible Job Experiences 2 podcast, where he vented about the Pizza Hut delivery guy, the guy paying $20 in pennies to him when he was delivering pizza. That whole story. I mean,
it scared me when he told him about when he was robbed that one time.
He did a video and that's still uploaded. That sucked. I was really pissed off for him.
I want to try to look him up if I can get a hold of him, because I'll be in Indianapolis next year at some point.
Yeah.
I gotta go visit a friend of mine. He's a doctor right now. He's a resident at one of the big hospitals up there. I don't remember which one, but
yeah,
it's like, well, I wouldn't mind taking half a day and being like, hey, J-Man, you want to talk and not beat me up?
yeah. That time where he just flipped you out of your chair or whatever it was.
Yeah, I gave him like what I did. I gave him the Jeff pat.
Yeah.
And the Jeff pat, where I pat you on the back. It's a thing I've done. I'm just very direct in that, but I'm not like violent attacking. And I guess he freaked out or something. And yeah, then I got my ass flipped over pretty good.
Well, he told me that you were shadow boxing with him, or pretend like you were kind of hitting him in the face, like, come on, come on. Kind of hitting him a little bit.
Like, I joked around about fighting with him because he was bigger and stronger than me, but I never shadow boxed him. I don't want to get my ass kicked.
I think he's kind of like touching you where he needs his bubble. He needs his bubble. He has his own bubble.
It was a bubble issue, and that's fine. He could have told me that, but that's not a big deal. Like, it's in the past. Like I said, that shit doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, he said like he tipped you out of your chair, but at the same time let you down gently because he really didn't want to hurt you. He was just letting you know. He's letting you know. All right, hey, I'm telling you, leave me alone.
No, it just shocked me. It didn't hurt me. Yeah, no.
Yeah. He said he wasn't trying to hurt you. He was just trying to give you a message like, hey, that's enough. Leave me alone.
Yeah. It was okay. It's okay. We were at a shitty con no one cared about, and no one still cares about it.
Yeah. He said something about he met the cousin of Timothy McVeigh, or who?
Oh no! My old guy I was friends with in junior college came with me. Art Kaczynski. It's Ted Kaczynski's nephew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unabomber's nephew.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I still see his brother a lot. His brother works at my local Menards, so I'm in there a lot because I apparently have an obsession with like home improvement projects. I'm always finding something I can do. Yeah. Oh my god. Sorry. One quick thing real quick. We were 2 years ago. I was up in Chicago. Well, Chicagoland, not Chicago itself, but for our annual Halloween party. I was with my friend Art and his friend Jeff Panzers. Which this guy's last name is literally Panzers. Just
Pansy? Oh.
Yeah. No, Panzers like the tanks.
Oh.
German tanks. But anyway, we were heading to Galloping Ghost Arcade, which if you're ever up in the Chicagoland area, go there. There's like 800 arcade cabinets. $20. You get to play all day. Beautiful.
Cool.
But so the whole time we were driving, we kept making the. I would do that, and he'd go the.
That is that is going to be Ravenous Spectre's first LP on the ST2K channel. Home improvement for the SNES.
Oh, sweet Lord!
You know what we need to do? Just like as a 2-minute sampler, I need to locate it and download it. The Tim Allen Doom mod, where everything's a picture of Tim Allen and the noises are just Tim Allen noises.
Oh, yeah. I saw a Streets of Rage one where when the enemies die, they go.
Oh, that's pretty cool as well. It's just like stupid little quick videos, we could just pop out real quick, like stuff like that. Like
that'd be cool.
Oh man, sorry, I'm talking to Ernest now at the same time, so it's like whoa.
Oh, cool, yeah. I wonder if he would be able to. Well, we're about to wrap it up here anyway, but if he would be able to come into the voice chat real quick and say something, that'd be kind of cool. He probably just do a little test while we're still recording.
Oh yeah.
But in the meantime, Spectre, do you care to comment on 2017?
Yeah, I mean, everything went all right with me for this year. It was kind of a really big change for me, considering the fact that I'd actually had quit my job that I had been working for 10 or 11 years around February because I was getting
Oh,
everything all squared away for me to move to Georgia with my girlfriend. But we're already planning on making plans to move back to North Carolina. We're not really sure where up there, whether it would be on the coast or in the mountains or Piedmont, but we already have some areas that we're checking out. And that was kind of like trying to pull teeth, trying to get me to move over here because she was really trying to get me over here. And I guess I was just to the point where I was like, well, if I end up leaving, I'm going to end up being like 6 hours and like a handful of minutes away from home, maybe like 6 hours, 10 minutes or something drive away from home. And it's like being in a new area and in a new state and all that stuff, and you're trying to get acclimated and adapt and all this other stuff and pick up on a new job and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, that happened probably I think around May, I think. So, but yeah, we're trying to work things out to move on back to North Carolina because she wants to start anew somewhere else and have a new life elsewhere. We'll still come back here and visit with her family and whatnot, but I mean, just moving somewhere else is probably be kind of like a breath of fresh air for her. But besides that big life changing thing for me, um, uh, everything's been pretty good this year. I imagine. I still got my health as best as I can possibly keep it, and have friends and family that I thank God for, and really try to hope that I can hold out for the best for the new year and have that exact same stuff, and hopefully maybe even gain more friends as time wears on, and hopefully still keep the same family, that I still got, because we don't want anything to happen to our friends and family at any point in time. But speaking also on the gaming front, I really do think that 2017 was a pretty good year for gaming for sure. There's been a lot of great titles that have came out. I have already ended up doing my Games of the Year video on my YouTube channel, as well as doing my honorable mentions. I think this year was probably the first time I ever did an honorable mentions thing. And so, yeah, looking forward to see what happens in 2018 in the gaming industry and just take it from there. So, yeah, 2017, pretty good year, I think, all around. Some things considered, had a couple big changes, and just gonna see where life takes me this year, I suppose.
Yeah. All right, and yeah, also you came aboard the ST2K channel.
Yeah, that's true too. The exactamundo.
if you want
Yeah.
to keep this going for a minute, he should be in here in a minute.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can maybe get him in on a some sort of no, I was gonna say just get him in on this show a little bit, maybe just to say hi before he leaves, and then while he's here, do a little test for next time we're having for commentary.
Oh yeah.
All right, because
And also, he's got, I don't mean to say it, but he's got a good resource of Let's Plays. Like, he's done some serious. He was doing, good good capture card recordings of, like, Saturn games long before I could have dreamed of doing it.
yeah, and I looked at his account. It does say commentator privileges, so he should be in. I was trying to get him to come in my live stream the other night, but I guess he wasn't able to. But yeah.
I told him we're ready when you are. He's typing a message right now.
Okay.
He's getting me all turned on over here.
Yeah. So yeah, and 2018, sometimes I said this in my live stream. No, it wasn't it was my Happy New Year video on my Ronmower channel that I did yesterday, or the day before now, whenever. I talked about how people like to wait until the new year before starting over, and I'm telling myself this too. Stop doing that. If you're gonna start over, start on that very same day. Stop waiting for a new year, because every day is a new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Dun, 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 dun. It's a new day. Start then. Don't wait. Well, what's funny though? Someone was joking on Facebook. They put, "Dang it, I effed up already." That's okay. 2019 is my year for show. But yeah, man. I mean, and Richard Review Tech USA said this years ago too. Stop waiting for a certain date and time to start, which I can understand to a certain degree why you might wait to a certain day and time to start over. But people like by October, November, they kind of just give up on everything and say, "I'm going to wait till the new year to start over and get in shape or do this and that." And honestly, that's the wrong mentality to have. Like, I can understand that because it's a new year, it's a new beginning, a clean slate or whatever. But the best way to start on something is to start on it right then and there. Don't wait till the first of the year.
I recognize that voice.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
there he is, Mexico.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, don't feel bad. It took me like, I don't know, 20 minutes to figure out this stupid voice chat thing. It's like, I don't like
That's
this.
all right. I YouTubed it.
Yeah. So Mexico is finally making his ST2K debut here, and I finally hear his voice for the first time. So how's it going? How was your New Year?
My New Year was awesome. Lots of menudo and lots of food.
Yeah.
And ST2K.
Yep. This is not the first time I heard your voice. I actually did check out one of your videos not too long ago and heard your commentary voice on there. So that's right. And Jeff was like, yeah, I talk to Ernest all the time. I said, wait, who? Ernest. I go, who's that? Mexico. Oh, I didn't know that was his name. I just knew you as Mexico or Michael or Saint Michael, according to Discord. And
that's my PlayStation name.
He upgraded himself to a saint now. I see how it is.
Yeah.
No, it's just my PlayStation 3 name. Or PS4 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still haven't bought a PS4. I sell them all day long, but I just don't.
Blasphemy.
I'm big into PCs now. That's all I do.
PC is big.
Yeah. I'm a part of this Facebook group called Console Purist. It's a pretty big group. Lots of members, and yeah, we just talk about console stuff sometimes there. And
says the guy who emulates.
I know, right? There should be an emulator purist. I'm gonna start an emulator purist Facebook group, and me and Skip Rogers are gonna run that into the ground. So never mind about that.
SNEX 9X.
Yeah, I know I use emulators, but I'm a console purist. I only use emulators because it's easier to do YouTube videos and stuff.
No,
so
I understand. I didn't figure out capture cards till a few years ago, so that was.
yeah, and of course I'd rather play the real thing because as you've seen in my live streams and videos before, especially when I was live streaming Mega Man 2 last year, emulation is not perfect. It could glitch out, which cartridges do glitch out too, and the real physical copies can glitch, but the gaming glitch gremlin really attacks you hardcore at emulation.
Either way, you're screwed.
I'm really mad at myself, Ronnie. I think I told you I was recording Dino Crisis like a year ago for an LP, and I would record it, and then I would record it to a VHS, so it looked kind of, cool. Yeah. I don't know what happened to that footage. I have lost those files, and I'm so mad at myself because it's like 12 hours of gameplay plus editing, and it's like, where is that?
You're trying to compete with Skip Rogers and record reviews on VHS.
I got a lot of. Well, see, I don't know if I want to use I keep a lot of blank, high quality old VHSs because customers ask for weird things in my job. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to use like an old VHS to make it look real shitty, or do I want to use a high quality one to make it look good, but not too good.
Yeah. Do you have Hedgehog 2?
Yeah.
What, I'm trying to buy a game for my grandson. Hedgehog 2, some sort of porcupine.
You would not believe it. What was the last? I think the last customer was on Christmas Eve because I try to be open on Christmas Eve, and like, do you have that Star Wars Battlefront 2? It's like I have the good Star Wars Battlefront 2. No, I'm looking for that new one, but it turns out they were looking for the PS2 version of Battlefront 2. So you were looking for the good one. Okay.
I told this story about when I was a kid. I was 13. I called I think Kmart, or one of those stores that still stay open 24 hours. And
wow.
It was like probably 1 or 2 in the morning. I called, and they forwarded me to electronics. Some old guy answered the phone. You can tell he was just probably filling in for the overnight because the real people that run the place, that department was closed for the night, I guess. Mm-hmm. I go, yes, do you have Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Hedgehog 2? What? No, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I just remember his response, Hedgehog 2? And Venom 22 told me a story one time where he was calling Toys R Us, I think, and he asked for South Park. And they go, no, but we got Star Wars, though.
Oh.
What?
Same thing. Oh, man, when I worked at Walmart in the electronics department, so I would leave, I'd be the middle shift. I would pass it off to the night shift guy, and the night shift electronic guy, I swear to God, was like Farmer John in overalls, big bushy beard, and it's like, are you in the right? Like, I don't try to judge by what people look, because I grew up in a rural area, lots of farmers, but it's like he does not look like he needs to be in electronics.
Yeah. It was a Farmer Fred from the Water Boy.
He looks like he just like maybe he owns a farm as well and works at Walmart.
It's like, excuse me, sir, do you have Sonic the Hedgehog too? And then I got Sonic the Hedgehog over here. Oh, there's second chances over here.
I get this kid who comes into my shop every day because I'm located right near our library, and he smells to high heaven. And I know his dad, and I try to be really nice to the kid, but I think last week I said, do you smell yourself? I had to ask him that. Because he'll come in to the shop at about noon because the library doesn't open till 1. So he'll come in and bug me for an hour. And that's just wonderful.
Yeah.
that smell, it smells like he shit himself.
Oh,
and
God.
I finally talked to his dad, and it's like, does he shower? And he's like, well, I don't always watch him. And it's like, I'm just thinking to myself, this guy, his dad doesn't work or do anything. He does some side work sometimes, but it's like, you should be able to watch your kid and take care of your child. You have a child now.
Yeah.
You have a nose. You should be able to smell them.
If you don't smell that, you're fucking insane.
Your nose
Ooh,
blind.
that smell.
Exactly. Like, I have Erin, my fiance, got me this stuff from Bath and Body Works that keeps the store smelling good. I even had some old ladies who were coming in to pick up their computers. They're like, oh, it smells so nice in here. Well, this kid ruins it every time, so I got to spray Lysol everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
It's like just a combination, just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that reminds me of my buddy Chuck Money. We tell him to keep his shoes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that you have a friend named Chuck Money. That's just...
Well, that's his nickname. His name's David or whatever. But
damn it,
yeah,
you ruined my fantasy.
Is that the guy that comes into my streams?
Yeah, he used to live right down the street from me, and then he moved, and I never he's actually somebody I've met before. So
it's Chuck Money? I thought it was Chunk Monkey.
That's what I call him too. That's what I started calling him. He's like, oh man, it's Chuck Money.
I thought it was Chunk Monkey Vivo. I'm like, oh.
Yo, he's so hard, yo.
Yeah.
I should probably not talk like this. I'm whiter than white, and I wear sweater vest.
I'm white, y'all, and I'm white, y'all, and I'm whiter than white, and I'm white, y'all.
Marky Mark White.
Yeah.
Marky Mark, and I make noise.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that will end this edition of the ST2K show 2017 year in review. Unless, if you guys have to go, like Jeff and Spectre, if you have to go, that's fine. But if Mexico wants to, if you feel like talking about your year real quick, you're welcome to.
I napped, so I'm good and awake.
Yeah. Yeah.
My year consisted of, let's see, trying to get back in shape, starting ahead or whatever before saying, I'm going to make a New Year's resolution. I'm like, nope, you know what? This starts today. So why put things off when you can do them now?
Absolutely.
And that was basically my...
That's exactly what I was saying in my Happy New Year video.
There's no reason why you have to wait till the first of the year.
Exactly.
I see that as a procrastinating or whatever. It's like, why wait when you can do something now?
Exactly.
I feel a lot better about myself. I was just sorry, you were talking about getting in shape, and I'll do exercise now, and I can't bike right now. You live in a nice place, but winter sucks right now. And we're getting ready to do what I'm doing in the next month or so is I'm getting back into airsoft tournaments. I bought new equipment because it's just a fun way to get out and have fun and to sweat your ass off for 12 hours a day.
Nice. Yeah. I'm like 100% totally jealous right now.
Well, we got to fill it. It's about 2 hours away, so I'm only going to travel like once a month there and stay for a weekend. What you do, it's in an encampment, so you each have your own fire base, and then you sleep on a cot. So the enemy could attack you at 2 a.m. It would kind of suck.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And, I had almost forgot about this. Tibbs' his pre-recorded comments. He did a pre-recorded comment. He couldn't be here live with us. So here's what he has to say about 2017.
Hello, everyone. Well, 2017 was a hell of a year for ST2K in general, and me, Ronnie, all of us. It's interesting because those of you who really pay attention, I believe it was in the latter part of 2016, Ronnie did his, I think, an anniversary video or something. I know he was playing Castlevania 3 in the video, and then he mentioned me because we had started talking to each other on Facebook, and you can ask my wife. I was totally flabbergasted that a YouTuber mentioned me by name. I thought it was really cool. And then he and I started talking, and before you know it, I was on the damn channel, which was really cool. As you all know, I did Twilight Princess with him and the guys, and then I started doing Majora's Mask myself, and a lot of stuff happened this year. I got a promotion at work. I got married, a lot of great stuff. So as a result, due to my change in schedule, I haven't had time to do videos anymore, which is too bad. But, you know, it's not necessarily forever. If there's ever a time where, you know, want to do a Let's Check Out or something like that, I told Ronnie I'd be, you know, open to do that every now and then. And one thing I do want to do, and it should be possible, is to start doing, like, when the guys are done with, done with the projects, and they do the Let's Discuss at the end, that I could do something like that, like I did with Majora's Mask. And apparently I sound like I come through some old radio doing it on my phone like this. But no, 2017 was an awesome year. We did a lot of great low-budget reviews of wrestling games. Those were a hoot. But out of all the videos I did, and out of all the stuff my personal favorite thing that we all did this year, Ronnie and I did a Let's Check Out of Darkman. That was probably my favorite thing that we've done since during the course of the year or period together, because the game was so bad and it was so funny and just and it was great because it was the middle of the day, so I was like laughing my ass off. It was good. It was a lot of fun. Met a lot of good people here. I met Ravenous Spectre and Jess, and I got to, even though they don't do it anymore, I got to meet Wee Guy and J-Man, and I believe Star Soldier. I was in a video with him, I believe. So there's a lot of, and I even, hell, when Swindoll was over Ronnie's apartment, he did give me a whop. So that made everything worth it. So 2017 has been an awesome year for everyone. I think it's been pretty good. I don't know about the guys, but I certainly have had a fantastic year, and I'd like to thank Ronnie and all the guys for letting me in this little circle and continuing to do so. I mean, Ronnie's always been great at working with my schedule, trying to get me involved, and I really like that. And I look forward to here and there appearing on his channel on ST2K for years to come. It's been one hell of a year, and like I told him when I said that I couldn't do it as much, I will always be a fan. So even if I'm not actually in the videos, you bet I will be watching all of them. So here's to a great 2018 and whatever other projects. I'm sure this is pre-recorded, so I'm sure Ronnie might state what he's going to be doing soon. But either way, I'm sure I'll be a part of some of them somehow. And yeah, everyone have a great 2018.
All right. Thank you, Tibbs, for your input on 2017. And yeah, so that will wrap it up for this.
You forgot to mention the Japs attacking Pearl Harbor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right. And so, yep, that is it. We're out of here. Thank you, Spectre, Jeff, and Mexico for appearing.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. And so now that we've tested this and you got commentating capabilities here on Discord for the ST2K, I'm going to look forward to having you in some commentaries with the LPs that we're going to be doing.
Definitely. I will definitely enjoy those. I mean, I've enjoyed them as fans, as a fan all over all the years, and I definitely look forward to being a part of that.
All right, great. So, all right, guys, that is it. Happy New Year, everybody, and we're out of here. I'm Ronmower. God bless, and take care.
Later, taters.
Yeah.